This is Film Focus with Emily Cook.
Film Focus's exclusive Colourist commentary of Man from U.N.C.L.E. with Paul Ensby.
Okay, Man from U.N.C.L.E. was a very glossy, quite nicely styled film, which we'll see when we look at the trailer in a second. This was a director of photography called John Matheson, who I'd worked with an awful lot. First collaboration with him was Kingdom of Heaven for Ridley Scott. And John is a very traditional director of photography. He loves working with 35mm film. He loves lighting everything as he wants it himself. He would still be doing his colour in the laboratory if he had a choice. Slightly less able to do that now in this digital world. He shot it digitally. We did actually add some film grain to give it some kind of texture. I'll talk through the look. Like I say, it's a very nice glossy looking, actually the trailer's it's got an awful lot of movement in it. That first shot actually is shot in the day, and we made it look like night, which was something in the boat sequence. Whenever that comes up, you'll see there's a bit of a mixture of real night and what we call day for night, where I have to make everything look very dark and set in. So, like I say, John Matheson does like to light on set. He doesn't do an awful lot of manipulation within the grade or the colouring. But really, this was all about keeping everything nice and rich. Everything was about the costume design, the production design, some lovely dresses and cars and outfits there. The guys, everyone's looking super smart. So rather than go for a kind of moody spy, we went for a kind of quite a rich, highly saturated colours all round. Very 70s, almost like described as ectochrome colour, so quite vivid blues and reds whenever they come up. You can see the sea there. We've gone to town a bit on the sea there. But generally, really smart looking film. You won't be able to see the film grain, but certainly on the big screen there was a little bit of film grain that we put into the image there. See, very nice harsh lighting all the way through, and this is where it gets super slick. John's he plays everything down in what he does, but he's actually very talented. You will think he's worked on Gladiator and Phantom of the Opera and all that, so he's very experienced. Lots of cuts. So when I said about an average film being 1,500, this will probably be more like 2,500 cuts in this film, because of the action sequences. Really, most of it was based on real practical effects and with a bit of CGI to help sell it in many ways, or wire removals and stuff like that. But a very nice looking film. I'm very proud of how it came out, and sometimes keeping it simple, it doesn't, you don't have to go to town on it too much, and we really did that. We worked with what we had and didn't overcook it in too many ways, and it's come out really nice. Guy Ritchie's films have a certain flavour to them, and he likes that snappy style of editing, and I think that all plays a part as well. But yeah, certainly the design was really what I enjoyed most about it, definitely.
And for you, I imagine it's quite fun to work with a DOP like John Matheson.
Everything was there on screen, so we just made it look the best we possibly could, and it was mainly about polishing, really, rather than trying to reinvent the wheel on that film. It was very...
It's a highly polished film.
Yeah, and it's it's got a decent budget to it, which helps as well. So they probably had all the equipment they wanted to on set. So it's and that shows on screen as well.